Hi, this is Councilman Mike Williams, and first I want to thank those citizens that came down to Akron City Council to support the public's right to speak at City Council. We were very successful last week, and Council shifted its position. And I also want to thank a number of council members who co-sponsored a piece of legislation with me that would have gone a little bit further, but we were very satisfied with the result in getting council to move in the right direction to give the citizens the right to speak at Akron City Council. So we're very happy about that. Second, I wanted to let you know and give you a pre-invitation. We are going to be scheduling quarterly town hall meetings. One of the things that we really enjoyed during the campaign last year was meeting with you, talking with you, and getting feedback from you on what your concerns and issues are. And we're going to continue those kinds of meetings. So look to the website and also the newspaper. We're going to be scheduling these town hall meetings. So bring your concerns, issues to those meetings, and we are going to have a good time discussing those and coming up with some solutions for those problems and concerns. Also, I want to invite everyone to the annual Easter egg hunt. Now, this will be April 7th at Firestone Metro Park at the Coventry Oaks Pavilion. We had a wonderful time last year. I had a ball, so did all the kids. I'm not quite sure who had the most fun. It was pretty close between me and them. But we are going to have a good time, and we're being co-sponsored this year by Councilman Donnie Kamer, who's the new Ward 7 councilman. So Easter Bunny will be there, as Easter Bunny was last year, and there will be a special guest coming for the kids. So please come out on April 7th at the Firestone Metro Park, Coventry Oaks Pavilion for a great time for little kids and big kids. We will have food and obviously plenty of Easter eggs for our young people. On Tuesday, March 6th, we will have our primary election here in Ohio. And there are a number of races that are extremely important, particularly some local races to us, and a number of those races are contested races. I know many of you are making your decisions right now. Some of you have already made your decisions and have voted absentee, but many of you will be going to the polls on Tuesday to vote. As you're thinking, I want to give a little bit of information to you about some of the candidates that I think will serve us very well, and certainly want to give you that information so as you make your decision, you have a little more information in terms of making that decision. There's a common theme to my endorsements. These individuals that I'm endorsing are very experienced, but they're also independent. And when I say independent, they are individuals that will listen to you as a citizen. They're not beholden to political bosses or a clique or anything else. They're very supportive of the Democratic Party and the principles of the Democratic Party. But they also work very hard and will work very hard to make sure the Democratic Party represents you and that those principles are your principles. So we have, first off, Sherry Bevan Walsh, who is running for re-election to Summit County Prosecutor. Clearly, she has done a good job for us here in Summit County. We want to continue that kind of stewardship over the prosecutor's office. We want to continue working with her to make the kind of changes that we need in our community, and Sherry is always open to listening, meeting with citizens, meeting with other elected officials to make her office better. So I'm very strongly endorsing Sherry Bevan Walsh for Summit County Prosecutor. Vernon Sykes, who is an institution in the 44th District, is running for re-election to state representative. Vernon is extremely experienced and brings a breadth of knowledge to a state legislature that frankly needs a lot of leadership. And we need to return Vernon Sykes to the state legislature He has done a phenomenal job. He is extremely experienced. He has served for several terms in the state legislature as well as Akron City Council. So he brings a breadth of knowledge, and I'm very supportive of him, and we want to return him to the State House. We have Frank Caminal, who's running in one of the districts here, county council districts. Frank is extremely experienced and has done a good job for us in that particular district, which is in the West Akron district going out west. And we want to return Frank to Summit County Council. We have Tara Samples, who's running for the 28th State Central Committee. And Tara brings a breadth of knowledge and experience working on several campaigns, many campaigns, and has done a wonderful job. And she worked on my campaign. And I just want to tell you, I've watched her, and I have personal experience with her. She works hard, she is very dedicated, and she's very dedicated to those Democratic Party principles. So she will work extremely hard, particularly as we have this upcoming presidential race that we are all facing here, and some big decisions as to which way our country is going to go. And Ohio is always in the mix and a key decision maker in that process. One of the most contested races out here right now is Frank Martucci, who's running for Summit County Sheriff. Frank brings 29 years of experience as a Akron police officer to this job. Let me tell you a little bit about Frank, because you probably don't know a lot about either one of the candidates. Frank is committed and a very dedicated person. He will make sure that the Sheriff's Office works closely with our local police departments to provide an even higher level of security and protection for our communities. He has the respect for those local police departments, and will make sure that the Sheriff's Department reflects those local wishes and works closely with our police departments. Obviously, one of the big jobs of the sheriff is to run the jail. Frank is committed to doing the kinds of alternative programs that will keep nonviolent offenders out of the jail, taking up precious space, so that we have space for those violent offenders. And I'm telling you, this space is both expensive, and we want to make sure that those violent offenders are housed and kept away from us as citizens, and that we're protected. Frank is committed to doing the kinds of things that we need to do and moving the Sheriff's Department into the 21st century. So I am asking you to come out, support these candidates, and especially Frank Martucci in this very important job as our next sheriff here in Summit County. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate your continued support and look forward for more information on upcoming events. Thank you very, very much.